It's recorded.
Get that on the Instagram.
Edinburgh's good.
Yeah.
Love coming up here.
Okay, so we are currently at the Edinburgh International Swimming Meet, and we're here predominantly just to reconnect the world-class programme athletes, bring them together and let them race, and a few little strategies going on throughout, some team meetings and some relay discussions, and so far it's been really successful.
Edinburgh's good.
Yeah.
Love coming up here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good.
It's great with all the programme swimmers here. Real high class meet. 4 weeks before the trials, everybody's flexing the muscles a bit without tapers. So it's really good. Yeah, I remember swimming up here 200 flies, 400 IMs back in 1987. It's good. And I've been coming ever since.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
So yeah, Edinburgh's like, it's a weird meet in a way, because I think, one, I don't think it doesn't predict how you're going to perform at champs. I think sometimes people get quite scared because it's only 4 weeks away. Like, people sometimes think like how I'm going to swim here is going to predict how I swim in 4 weeks because it's a close window. But actually, I know like the work that, I mean, all the work's done, yes, all the training that you've done before Edinburgh is in place, but at the same time, like, the work that leads up to champs in these next 4 weeks is also like so important. So I think I honestly see Edinburgh as like another hit out, like execute my race plans, not really to try new things, but try and replicate what I want to do at champs. But like the shape that I'm in now might not be the shape that I'm obviously going to be in 4 weeks time. So I try and keep as relaxed as possible at Edinburgh. I've always loved the meet because there is quite, like, there's fast swimming here, but at the same time, like, I try and keep it as relaxed as possible because the real thing's in 4 weeks. We've got a lot of work to do in these next 4 weeks. Obviously, taper and stuff hasn't come. But yeah, I've always loved Edinburgh.
The main thing for the athletes from our point of view was to bring them together to a world-class programme, because we very rarely get the opportunity to do it, and also just to encourage them to thrive and enjoy racing one another. We've got a really, really good group of athletes, and the more that they can come together and race and challenge themselves, the more that should help them when it comes to the international scene.
You know what, I've actually kind of shocked myself. Obviously speaking to coaches and stuff about how the body would be, I'm just off what I was last year. I think just doing different work as well, obviously training with a new group whilst on altitude, training slightly different. You don't know where you're at in terms of fatigue and stuff like that. So I think overall really happy. I think my 50 was fastest I've ever been in season, so yeah, the speed's obviously there. I think the transition of obviously trials being really, really good, swimming fast, to then I guess the injury that I got 6 weeks out, and going from maybe not even going to Worlds to then coming 5th in the world, I think was a really good transitional period, I guess. So yeah, super pleased with, I guess, the progress still on the world stage of bumping up my rankings, but I think moving into this year it's about being able to perform on that world stage, and just transitioning hopefully that swim from trials and getting faster in the summer.
I'm absolutely banjoed.
It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it's been good so far. We had some good racing last night, and I just think that when we're bringing all the British swimmers together, I just think the standard just goes up.
Yeah?
But very much like the feeling of when we were competing in 2021, when we were putting on the meets during COVID. I just love it because the more competition, the faster it is.
Yeah.
Learn a bit more about this rocket quick.
tell you.
What is it? This camera? Is it this finger?
Basically, off means like period or like yeah.
Like slight.
So like no,
different.
Different. So like if I were to clock it, okay, so like I say Scott does a 200 freestyle and he goes to British records. Yeah.
It's always tough racing at Edinburgh. I think it's one of the, I guess, slowest meets, but it's just one of the toughest meets. It's at that time in the cycle where your body's screaming for taper, for rest, and it's just about getting your hand to the wall first and just pushing through the pain. And it's, the final prep for trials, so it gives you the last minute things that you need to work on going ahead into trials.
You said it's a slow meet, you're 900s off your own records. What was that? Did it feel good?
It did feel good. I don't think it felt as good as it was, but my mindset going into that, I actually weirdly had the British record in the back of my mind. And every time I talked myself out of it, I was like, why do I think I can get a British record at Edinburgh International? And then the other side of my mind would be like, well, why not? The first time you broke it wasn't at a big tapered meet. And I think that's what you need to do for meets like this, like set your bar high. So then if you fall short of it, it's still, just off the cups of a British record. So yeah, very happy with it.
Hey, get that camera out of my face. Title. You got the mic running, listen to him moaning.
Really good off the back of that. Best camp ever done. I think it showed.
Well, Freya broke the British record, which was an excellent swim. She went under 155 for the first time, 154.9. And her previous British record was 155.0 from the World Championships. She's obviously just come back off altitude, so the travel back into Edinburgh is pretty challenging, but she's found herself in a really good spot. And Dave set her the challenge of taking the race on and going for, to put the pressure on to try and get to 150 metres really fast. And then the challenge for Freya was to try and obviously sustain the speed for the last 50, and she closed really well. So I think it was a bit of a surprise for everyone, but obviously, we still think there's more to come, but it was a super swim.
It's very rare that we get that many AGB swimmers together at one meet, all staying together. I think it's good for team bonding and to just know we're all on the same page. And to practice relays is something that we haven't really done in the past. That's why we get 2 meets and sometimes a relay suffers a little bit. And I think the team will be better for it.
We've got a little relay strategy going on later on tonight, where we're going to just combine some mixed relays. We've got a little bit of prize money on the line, and again, it's just to simulate the format that you would follow at an international meet. So it's on the last night when the athletes are going to be pretty tired and pretty fatigued, but we just want them to step back up, have a little bit of fun, and just see how hard they can push themselves. So there's 2 mixed teams, and they'll go 8 teams, shootout, top 2 teams progress to the final. And the finals are 4x50 respective, and the winner takes all.
Relay time, let's go. She wants to do Fortnite dances. Bit of an age gap there.
seen from this weekend how things vary between people. Some people are swimming the lights out. Some people are having a decent meet, and some people are struggling a little bit. So it's just one of those where everyone's in a different place because of the training they've done. Some people have been to altitude for the first time, or some people have been to altitude for, you know, 5th or 6th time, and some people haven't been to altitude. People are all over the place, and it's just one of those where some people will swim fast in season, some people will struggle, and it's just a matter of gauging where you are, looking at what you've done in the past, and looking at what you can do in these next 4 weeks to kind of refine what you've got to do, I suppose, into trials. Obviously, there's not a massive amount of time to do anything radical in that period, but it's still a huge period of time where you can make a big difference. So, yeah, I think it's just about coming away from this weekend and reviewing what you've done and where you've been, and then just kind of seeing where you can move that on to, I suppose, in 4 weeks' time come London.
That man's got suspicion written all over his face.